Right, I'm with Donny. A 1-1 draw with league leaders Chertsey Town. What were your thoughts on the game today, mate?
A game of two halves. First half, I don't think we turned up, to be honest with you. I think we've done just enough to keep it at 1-0. So second half we come out and we should have won that. We clearly should have won it. So I'm pleased in that respect.
Okay. I mean, we did have a few changes today, didn't we? You had Boggle was back in after missing a few games through suspension. You started Phil Page and Josh Hughesan up front. Any reasons behind some of the changes, or?
Yeah, I think unavailability, and one of our players was sick last night, so he couldn't turn up. But to be honest, the players that come in, there was never an issue with that anyway. You know, they're very good players that come in, and we showed it today.
Okay, that's fair enough. When you look at the back, Malachi was excellent throughout the game.
Yeah.
The two centre halves, Guy probably didn't have his best game today. First half, he got a little bit of a battering from an experienced player. Second half, a lot better. Adam Allen dropped in when Boggle went off at half time and looked very good. And Tance again looked solid and dependable.
Yeah, I think second half when we changed it over and went to a back three, it opened up the game. A team like Chertsey, they got a few old boys in there, so we knew that they'd slow up, and opening up the game would just give them more problems. So I think we didn't really get troubled at the back in the first half, so there was no need for like 4 players at the back. So I think that worked well. Adam slotted in perfectly. I think Malachi going over to the right as a right wing back had a superb game today. That's one of the best games I've seen him play. And yeah, Tance was solid and reliable as ever.
At half time, obviously, we brought on a couple of players. We brought on Callum for Johnny Okoto and Geordie for Boggle. Jordan had a big impact on the game. I mean, he twisted the defender left and right and left him in a hole in the ground for the goal. He got at him as often as he could. He put in some decent crosses. He was infuriating because he was getting buffeted and picking up free kicks left, right and centre. Many comments of he's diving. But it's good to have a player like him around, showing what he can do.
No, definitely. I think Geordie come on and done the instructions that we wanted in the first half, which was to get at them at the back, because that would eventually make them drop deeper. Whereas, because like I said again, because of their age, they had to squeeze up the pitch more often. They're very good at that and like condensing the pitch. Whereas when we make it big, they didn't like that. So Geordie coming on with that great bit of skill for the first, his first couple touches, a great bit of skill and crossing, setting up the goal, that had them on their back foot after that.
Any thoughts on Pagey and Josh Hughesan today? I mean, they both worked really hard without getting any joy and very few chances on goal.
To be fair to them, I think our directions that we were told we didn't really follow in the first half, so they were chasing bits and we played straight into Chertsey's hand, literally kicking it down the centre back's throat. Yeah,
when you got a 5'10" centre forward and you got 2 giants at centre half, that's not good.
And that was their game all day long. So they had a very, very comfortable 45, which in turn our strikers didn't have anything to feed off. So they was unfortunate in that aspect.
One thing we always had to be wary of with them, because they've got some experienced players in there, is that speed of thought. And there was a couple of times that we almost switched off at free kicks, throw-ins, that sort of thing. Nearly got punished right at the end with the corner. Something we've got to drill in at the players to sort of be on your toes and expect the unexpected at all times.
Yeah, I mean, for full credit to Chertsey, because again, very experienced players will catch you out like that. They've scraped through a couple of games, 2-1s, 1-0s, and that's how they got them. We should have been known better, because they've scored like in the 90th minute like 4 times, or 90+ minute 4 times. So we should have been switched on to that, because we wasn't. So that's definitely something we've learned and we'll be drilled into. Luckily, we got away with it. Yeah,
and at the end of the day, I mean, they've won 7 out of 7 in the league before today. To pick up a point against them is no bad result. One that we can build on. Obviously, they had a few very, very good players out there. I mean, their 11 I thought was exceptional. Gave us a handful all game long. But to get a point against them, we've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, on the form that we're starting to show, I would say, I'd agree with that. Chertsey are very effective. They're very effective for this league. I think they're a good advert for this league, to be honest with you, because they know how to win games. And I think sometimes people mistake too much football when if they can get the ball up as quick as possible and get on the end and get on bits and score goals and win games. That's what this league's about, getting out of this league. So very credible team. So yeah, very pleased to take a point off them and slow them down a little bit.
Cool. We move on to Monday now. It's a Southern Combination Cup tie. I'm assuming there's going to be a few changes.
Yeah, there will be wholesale changes. Yeah.
Can you enlighten us on any of them yet, or?
Well, do you know what? There'll be a few under 23s in there.
Okay.
Which is a very positive thing. You know, they can come and get some minutes, come and get used to the changing room, have a look, and we can see their progression as well. We've been monitoring them in some of their games, so it'd be nice to see them involved in here. So there'll be a few 23s in there.
Okay, and most of the 23s are sort of 18, 19-year-olds, so
exactly that, which is even better. Yeah, so to be playing in a Southern Combination Cup Monday or being involved around it, I think it's an excellent advert for our club.
Cool.